only ones that kind of would just leave from the batch now, because I can't come and die, is you know when the ones with like less than 100 followers and they're like, hey baby girl or something.
Those uncles, man.
Oh my god. Respect yourself.
Flashback, assume that it's home and you're blocking the view. Can't see that.
It's recording, so.
That's a hell of a bloopers, bro.
Welcome back to the Billykiss podcast.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take over from here. Welcome back to the Billykiss podcast. You know how we do. It's the best podcast in Ireland. No cap.
I'm your host, KennyKEN, and this is your
been
co-host.
Young Ghost.
This is the 5th time because I kept forgetting to hit record.
You know,
but
basic.
finally, look
Basic
we're
motor
actually
function. Yeah,
recording now.
I have to baby this guy every day.
Which is all good.
But anyways,
just hit play on yours.
yeah.
Anyway, we're just gonna go straight into it. Can I try to introduce my guest real quick?
So today we have a boohoo model, right? A pretty little things advocate,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Amazon quads.
Okay.
She's on it. She's on her game, right? The beautiful Billykiss.
It's not the same though because we did it
heard it
4
already.
times.
That's
We've done
not
it 4
as she used to
times.
be.
Like, it's just not the same. But anyway,
But yeah,
Show must go on.
yeah. Look, anyway, no one sees the behind the scenes of
No,
this. But anyway,
no.
it's good to have you on Billykiss.
Thank you for having me. Thank
finally
you. And
got-
some serious intro.
We finally got you on the podcast after
After,
a
like,
good few
a few
weeks,
months of
even a
trying,
month.
Yeah, I
Of,
think you changed it though, because you
I
wanted
did,
to do
yeah,
something
I
else.
did. I wanted to do
before.
something else. Actually, I was going to talk about that later on, but anyway, I think we should just get straight into it. We're asking Billykiss
nitty gritty.
about social
like
media
what she does.
and what she does,
Yeah.
and how overwhelming. So do you want to just
Do you wanna
run
go back
through that
again on
real
what
quick?
you-
Yeah, I guess. Okay, so
Yeah,
I'm
where
a
you work.
content creator. So what that basically means is I create content for social media, Instagram predominantly, and I guess the industry itself, like I said, it's quite dynamic. So it's an ever-changing industry. There's no formula to social
Yeah.
media. There's no like, oh, this is what you do, and if you do this, you're gonna grow. Like in this particular period, or this is how much you're gonna make. Like everything is just free spirit. Like everyone is, even the brands, they're like basically winging it. You know what I mean? Going with the flow, everything, and just kind of, I guess, learning as they go along. Unlike uni, like you said, like I was at 13K a few months ago, now at 20K. There's no like, there's
rocket
no
shit, man. just rocketing.
Okay, no, there's no like, I guess it's a formula. Like there's no like, okay, you go to first year, uni, second year, third year, and you graduate. Like you could be on social media for me like for 3 years and not grow like at all in a way, or grow like, I think in 2 years I grew like 3K max, and then in 6 months I went like 7K.
Yeah,
so you
and
can see like
that's a major growth. Yeah.
Did you know like how long have you been doing this for? 3 years?
4 years.
4
Like I've been doing it
years.
for ages.
Yeah,
It's not even that long, to be honest.
But
Like,
I feel like people think,
Yeah.
Billykiss is like like for most, like, you know, like
Yeah.
musicians or something,
Yeah.
one song might pop, but you were doing it for like 6 or 7 years before that, so no
Yeah,
one ever
yeah.
sees the.
Oh yeah, that's so
the
true.
background
That's
stuff.
like
Yeah,
SZA
yeah,
as
yeah.
well. Like she
Exactly,
existed
yeah.
for ages, and I never heard of her. And suddenly she has an album. Like, oh my god, this new artist is amazing.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
they're
And
not
everyone's
new.
like,
They've
no,
been
she's been there for
Like
doing their thing
years.
for
Yeah,
ages.
Yeah.
And you work as a social media. Actually, do you like being called a
content
influencer?
creator
Like,
or
is that
influencer.
what?
Influence, I don't mind like that word. I don't frown upon that word because I don't kind of associate it as a negative word. I know some people do and they don't like it. They find like it's a bit like a funky word. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, but to be honest, like there's nothing wrong with it. Like I guess in some shape or form. Like sometimes when like people are like, oh, I bought this because of you, I'm like, what? You
Like,
did?
really?
Yeah, literally. Like even like, you know, the last, like there's a post I did, like a pin code, and until today, like almost every day I get someone DMing me like, what's the name of the quote? I can't find it on the like, website. I can't find it on the website. It's kind of crazy. Like even because it's sold out, and I was like, what? And I put on my stories like, oh yo, this thing's sold out, you know. And they go like, yes. The minute I seen your story, I bought it. I was like, wow,
No way.
this is kind of crazy. Do you know what I mean? Because you know that word influencer, you hear it, but to actually like see the results,
To
someone
influence,
tell
yeah,
you
to
like,
actually influence
yo,
someone.
I got
How
this.
would you, let's just say if somebody was like, you know, to come up and they're like, oh yeah, Billykiss, I want to be like you, you know, like
Yeah.
an influencer, stuff like that. Like,
I bet you
what advice would you give them?
You obviously get DMs.
All the time.
Yeah, you get those a lot.
I feel like I need to make it like a format and just copy and paste at this point. No, it's like I had one, but I don't know where it is on my phone. But like, I feel like it's so cliche. But first thing is know why you're doing it, because like this whole social media thing is not easy. No. You only see a fraction of it. Like there's a lot of work that goes into it behind the scenes, a lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of effort. Like even like the way you guys were recording your thing, it didn't work out. You had to do it like 5 times. It happens all the time with creating content. Like literally last week was it Friday before work, I was shooting with my friend. I didn't like the photos. I don't know, it was just a mess from like 10 to 3 because I started work at 3 this week or last week, whatever. It was just a mess, and in the end I just didn't have any content, so I have to redo that. You know, it's a constant effort that goes into it, so you need to know why, because like I said, it's a very crazy market. So if it's getting hard, like imagine I was doing it for like 10 years or whatever and I wasn't growing because it didn't pop and I didn't have a why. I don't know, I was just doing it. You just give up and you just won't come back. So obviously I have a why. Why is like, why are you doing it? Why do you want to put yourself out there? What do you think you can offer? And that's basically going to sell you. That's going to be your niche, your brand. It's kind of all to do with marketing's interrelation. And then obviously study the market. Like I wouldn't say go into the market and not know where I go, and like study the market.
Like, how would you study the market?
And basically have your inspirations. So like for me, like have
what's
your people.
What's working for other people.
Yeah, like you need to see what has worked, why it's working, and get some kind of formula from it. Like, okay, let's just say the people you love produce content every single day. You can't do that because you're not a full-time content creator. Make some kind of, okay, this is my realistic kind of approach for being consistent, and that might be twice a week. Do you know what I mean? That kind of thing. Even the Explore page, study the Explore page. Like the Explore page is crucial.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't touch that Explore page.
I never used to.
I knew why. I actually don't use it as much.
I never used to, but I feel like that's basically right now the biggest way to grow as a content creator.
In terms of that, I would do that with the trending page on YouTube.
That's like basically
and
the equivalent.
At the videos,
because
use that in my video, but I wouldn't copy exactly.
Yeah, because even like I feel like YouTube and Instagram is quite similar, because I know that there's some times where there's like trending videos, and if you're smart, you kind of have to adapt in a way, because that'll help you get noticed. That's kind of like Instagram in a way, but obviously you kind of have to still stay true to yourself, because imagine you're jumping on every bandwagon, and then you don't even have your own thing.
Like your brand or whatever.
You need to like basically have your brand, study the market, and then produce sick ass content, basically. Not mediocre content. It has to be good content, because honestly, no one wants to follow anyone who's producing like shit stuff.
Average stuff.
With that being said, is that overwhelming for you? Like, obviously, you're always on the go. Like, you're always trying to think of what's the next thing. What can I do?
No, it is. So I won't lie. I won't even lie. I won't be like, I won't be pretending, because even now, like, I felt like I kind of still am in a creative block, because obviously we're in the transition of a new season. New season means new style, new trends, new everything. Even as well as that, I feel like I've exhausted most of the locations in Dublin, because I like to kind of explore different locations, switch it up. I don't want to always do the same thing. I want like my next post to be like, oh, I didn't expect this, or you don't predict it. It's not like the last one. So I feel like I'm in that kind of creative block where I'm like, oh, where else can I shoot?
With that writer's block you mentioned there, when we talked about it like earlier, before somebody, anyways. Because on the research that I was doing, you start posting for like 3 months, and then you explain that period of time, So
it's so funny, because you know when you're saying the second time,
it's really not.
You're like, I didn't know what you're on about.
So we've talked about this point a second ago, just to give like some explanation of why we're like acting like this. Clement asked before that you took a break for what, 3 months?
3 months,
3 months. And I was like, how did you know that?
And I was on my game.
He was doing his research, going through it. You know? This is why he's my guy, but anyway.
I'm on my game.
Do you want to just explain?
Explain why, and then like how you got out of that situation, if you are, you know, like
I think what it is, you know, when like a new year starts, so I was like, oh, new year, new me, all that good stuff. So that's same flow in it. I was like, new year, new me, gotta, you know what I mean, this is my goals, whatever. So January came, and January was okay in terms of content creating. I was like trying a bit of new approach and stuff like that, but I kind of felt like at the same time something about me was like, you know, you're present but you're not really present. That's how I felt with life in general, not just content creating. It was just a part of it. Like everything in life, I felt like I was present, but I wasn't really present. So like a part of me wasn't like here. Do you know what I mean? So I was just like, oh, I'm going to take like 2 weeks breaks. That was the initial the plan, or 3 weeks. And before you know it, 3 weeks became 3 months. And I was literally just happened. And even I remember I was going to come back, but I was like, I'm not going to come back until I change my hair or whatever. Because just to give it a new look in it. And then that was prolonged. And then before you know it, quarantine started. And I was like, literally, I was like, I don't know what's going on in the world. I can't be creating content. That's what I said to my sister. I was like, I don't know what's going on. And I was like, with might die. Why am I creating content? You know what I mean? Like I was looking for any excuse because some people are like, oh, that's so insensitive. When people are dying, you're creating content. Me, I was like, yeah, that's so insensitive. When people are dying, you're creating content. And on top of that, I was like, who has money for clothes anyways? We need to be surviving. You know what I mean? Any excuse, me, I was jumping with them. And then before you knew it, like everyone was going harder with the content.
Yeah, and then you felt like you're just behind.
Yeah, and everyone was going harder. And then obviously I had to find myself again. And once I found myself, I kind of was a lot of like, you know, self-reflection. But what really helped was manifestation, law of attraction. I got into that like properly. And I just kind of was like, okay, you know what? I started thinking of, you know what, I really want to grow. I've reflected. It's kind of weird because when I kind of got into that, my mind opened. And before you know, like, you know when you see things, but you don't really see them. I was properly seeing them. And my mindset was in a like visionary. Yeah, to even absorb information and to grow and to learn. And basically everything changed from there. Like my perspective changed from there. The things like the way I envision things changed from there. Even like now, like it's weird because I was like at 13. No, I was literally from like 11 to 13K for like 2 years, and I didn't really grow. And I was like, why am I not growing? And in my head, I thought it was because I was not consistent. I'm not gonna lie, I'm literally not even very consistent. I was kind of consistent, but it's some shape or form. I'm kind of in the same consistency rate. It's not like I'm highly consistent, but my growth rate is times like 10 compared to that because I wasn't doing shit right. Do you know what I mean? It's
what
weird.
I noticed about your posts as well compared to the previous ones.
Yeah.
You can feel your characteristics and like your energy, like, you know.
Oh, do you feel like you can tell them in the recent ones?
Bro, I'm not even gonna lie, right? See that New Year's post you posted,
yeah.
The New Year's post you posted, I think it was like mid-January or something, right? And you're like, oh, what is it? Is it too late to say Happy New Year?
Yeah.
And I was like, this girl is witty. Like, what even? Like, it's what? You get me? Sometimes now it's like, I can really like feel the energy off your post, like off from you as well. You get me? So it's like,
thanks. Do you know what? I need to kind of add more character because the thing is as well, I'm struggling so much to actually showcase my personality because I'm such a chatty person, but you can't tell who I am by just photos. And at the end of the day, like as an influencer or content creator, you want to be more than just your photos.
Yeah,
like
true,
even if someone says, "Oh, you're so beautiful," like that's nice, thank you. But
like,
if someone says, "Oh my God, I really like your content," or I really like your style, or your energy, or your effort, that is so much more. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like that means a lot. That's like passion got him.
You know, you're gay, man.
I love actually how let me just gas you up since Clement's getting all the praise here, but I love how actually the way you wear clothes, like you wear clothes that aren't so racy, but you still like make them like feel sexy and look sexy.
What do you mean racy?
So like there's not much like cleavage or there's not much like skin.
Oh, okay.
But like you do have some of them as well, but like a lot of them aren't so out there. Do you get me?
Yeah,
but
I get
you still make them look, and like girls are like, wow, okay, that still looks good. I don't have to like show body to look good in pictures. And going into that, I feel like a lot of females nowadays feel like they have to dress a certain way to feel sexy.
Yeah.
Which I feel like this
is one of those.
So we feel like there's a lot of like obviously body shaming and like what you can wear and like your weight and stuff like that. So I just want to get your point of view on like, I know it's a bit of a tough.
Let's start off first with the clothing stuff.
Okay. We'll go to clothing,
so obviously the way like nowadays some girls, you know, they feel like if they wear less, it's more attractive. Yeah. So like, how do you feel about that?
What do you think?
To be honest, like I'm such a free spirit. Like I'm one of those weird though.
You like
wear whatever
makes you
want to wear, as long as like you actually feel good when you wear. Like, do you know what I love? Right, I love when I get something, like get clothes, whatever, and I try it on, and then I look in front of the mirror and I feel so good. That's like literally the most exciting part ever. Like when you're like you get your parcels or whatever. I'm so impatient. Like I try it on then and there. Even if I have work like 10 minutes, I'm like, do I have time? You know what I mean? To quickly put it on and just see what it looks like in the mirror. And then basically when I try it on, I put my phone there. You know what I mean? When you turn on Snapchat or whatever, like even I just recorded for myself, whatever, and I'm looking in front of the mirror, and you know when you feel like you just feel amazing. That's like my favorite feeling ever. And even sometimes, like, you know when friends we put in the private store, like they'll do mini hauls, and then one of my friends, she got like a jumpsuit, and this girl was screaming because she loved it so much. She's like, oh, like, and she just touched, like, I feel like as long as you're dressing for yourself and in the sense that you actually genuinely feel confident, you feel sexy. Like as women, we're allowed to feel sexy, in whatever way we dress. Obviously, you know what's mad? Sometimes when you wear like a mini dress, you don't even feel comfortable, like because you're constantly pulling it down and you're like cold and stuff. But then again, I just feel like like I said, I'm a free spirit, so like everyone can do whatever they want to do. Obviously, I do feel like depending on your body type, you kind of have to
check yourself
for your body type. Like I know, like one of my friends, like all my friends, most of them, they have big boobs in it, and I don't. So things that I can wear because I don't have big boobs, they can't because they'll look provocative and somewhat like, what are you doing this? Like she should see, like we sent a dress to the group chat. I was like, that's a bit of me, and she was like, and she meant for like, yeah, I can still see you in it, but she said, oh, I can still see me in it by mistake. Do you know what I mean? And she was like, oh no, not me. I was like, yeah, you're right. I was like, yeah, your boobs be saying hello. Those ones, but yeah. I feel like it's one of those, be confident, but obviously kind of be smart as well. Do you know what I mean?
When you said being smart, like I feel like in this day and age where like rape and so much like sexual assault is so out there, I feel like it's obviously everyone has to wants to wear what they want, and I feel like obviously you should wear it to express yourself, do what you want to do. It's a free country, free will, but I feel like we need to adapt to the situation of.
Do you feel like women should be cautious of what they wear in relation to men?
Like I'm not like obviously you do want to wear what you want, like and we should be in a world where we're allowed to wear what we want. But I'm saying you need to be smart to not get that like man them to come over to you.
No.
But then again, it's also like we have to. Well, I say we as if we have kids or something, but like we have to kind of educate the males as well to know, like, sometimes if a female's wearing something, it's not because she wants you to approach, it's just more because, like, you know.
That's what I mean. Of course, like, let me even change it, right? So, you know, like, black people get stopped and stuff like that, and American stuff like that. And a lot of that is to do, and maybe in the UK and even here sometimes, a lot of that's to do with the way they act and the way they dress. It's so dark. Like, you're wearing a black hat, you're wearing a black hoodie, black tracksuits, black shoes.
Are you calling me out, bro?
And you're 6'7", like, or you get me, big black guy, like. I'm gonna be scared of you.
It does look a bit dodgy.
I'm not saying that's like a poor mindset from like other people's perspective to look at someone and say, "Oh, this guy's gonna rob me" or something. But I'm saying for them too, they should adapt, wear something a bit brighter, you know, stand out a bit more.
Yeah, I don't agree with any of that at all.
You don't?
Yeah, first thing with the women, okay? I don't know, like I'm trying to think.
You don't have to. That's the whole point of a podcast.
I'm thinking like, if I see a guy like half naked, is that gonna make me want to and want to rape him? No.
But that's a female.
I know, but then why? Okay, first of all, like, obviously, if you see a girl with a bikini or you see a girl with her boobs and her ass out, for sometimes, like, for the most part, I think last week I was in town and I seen a girl and she was wearing a mini skirt and you could see her pants. I hope she put the skirt down in the end, but it wasn't in a cute way. It was like the skirt was so high up that you could see her pants.
Was it an accident or like?
I don't know, but nevertheless, it wasn't attractive. Like I don't understand how a guy can see that and provoke him to want to rape her. Do you know what I mean? Like as men, like I don't understand how. Okay, I understand how sometimes if a girl looks really sexy, you're like, oh, that, you know what I mean? But then does that mean you need to act on it? That's ridiculous. Like
I'm saying that's on home, like not home training and stuff like. The way you brought up and the stuff you watch, and it's just they've been programmed now to think like that. It's completely wrong. I'm not.
I don't agree with it at all because I don't feel like as women we should, like, obviously, like there's certain things you don't wear out, like let's just use for example, I'm not gonna wear a bikini out in Henry Street.
Of course.
Do you know what I mean? It's common sense. Do you know what I mean? And you don't see anyone doing that. And that's
but a bralette is basically a
bikini. But then it's still like made out of different material, and even the way it's perceived is different. It's just the way you said, like wearing black, whatever. But nevertheless, I don't feel like because a girl is wearing a bralette, it should mean like. It should give a guy an excuse for why he wanted to.
No, it's not an excuse. But I'm saying, I don't want to get. Okay, let me put me as okay. Like I do like wearing tracksuits and stuff like that. But I'm smart. Like I drive now, right? And it's not a bad car, you know. But like I drive now, and I don't ever want to be stopped by a police officer and taken out of my car and stuff. So what am I not going to do? I'm not going to wear black. I'm not going to wear.
So because of that, you don't wear.
Up. I'm not gonna wear all that because there's a reason. I don't want to be stopped. I don't want to. Like the world is changing, but it's changing slowly.
But you know what, right? Wearing a hoodie up and wearing black is a completely two different things. There's two different things, okay? Like it's fair enough, okay, you don't want to wear a hoodie up because that looks like it's not approachable and kind of you know what I mean, look, whatever. It's like the way when you go to work as well, you're not going to wear a hoodie up
yeah,
and go to the office to work.
But anyways, yeah, move on.
But
why are you wearing a hoodie up in your car though?
But then no. But
you're cold, bro.
The heater, man. What are you talking about?
But then I feel like you should be allowed to wear whatever the hell you want to wear in your car.
Yeah.
Either it's black, it's grey, it's army. Even like if you wanna like, you know what I mean, like I feel like wearing whatever outfit you wear shouldn't be like a cause of concern for the Gardays.
It's not. It shouldn't be. That's what I'm saying. I'm agreeing with you. So I'm saying it shouldn't be. But I'm saying.
But you're also saying
I'm saying I don't want to be stopped.
Yeah.
Because you're wearing black.
Because I'm wearing black.
I don't agree with that.
So I'm going to change. I'm going to adapt, right? And then as the world is changing, I can go back to how I feel and wear what I want. But even though I do feel comfortable wearing these, I do just like wearing bright colors. I'm a bright person.
Yeah.
So I feel like that would be masked by wearing hoodies and stuff like that. So that's why I wear bright clothes.
Yep.
But I don't want to be stopped and I don't want to be frisked or detained or whatever because I'm wearing black. So I'm saying I'm adapting to the lifestyle of, okay, I'm going to wear a bit more color just so I don't get into this situation. I just feel like in the society we live in, like first impressions, the way you look at someone first away, which is wrong. You see something, and that's how like we perceive them straight away. So I feel like to stop a lot of this nonsense of even let me even give you a story. Even my friend, like she's a real believer in God, and the way she's dressed is very modest. And if you saw her, if you went to her in a party, no one would ever try any nonsense with her. By the way she's dressed. And then if like she's friends with other people and they would try nonsense with her.
I know what you mean. Like the way you dress does attract certain kind of attention.
I'm not saying, I'm saying obviously we have to get to a point where we don't have to do that and like men should cop on like that kind of stuff.
So I feel like yes, like the way you dress can obviously kind of influence first impression. But let's just say at the party, right? At the party is there and her friend is there. Hypothetically, let's just say, even though she's dressed modest, is drunk and starts acting all like, ooh, she's gonna attract that attention regardless of whether she's dressed. I feel like yes, the way you dress could build that, like, will just give that first impression, but your attitude, your character is gonna basically give them, okay, that's what we're gonna do. Do you know what I mean? Like, let's just say the friend who's dressed a little sexy, whatever, is giving you that don't come near me and try rubbish. Don't come near her and try rubbish. You get me? This girl's like boss, she knows what she's doing and she's not taking any rubbish, you know what I mean? Versus, let's just say obviously she's dressed provocative, she's acting a bit like drinking, falling everywhere. Some guys gonna try it. Do you get me?
They will. But if
unfortunately they shouldn't.
Even in the same situation though, they both weren't drinking though. You're and they, like, let's say.
Were you at the party?
No, I wasn't at the party.
So case closed.
But I'm saying no, I'm not. There wasn't a party, but I'm saying like if they both went to a party, like there wasn't a party with them. she just wouldn't go, like. But say like both of us were both females, like, and you're dressed a certain way and I'm dressed more modest, like. Once we both walk in the room, even if you're giving off the I'm a boss, I keep going. Even if you're giving I'm a boss, you're still gonna be the one that gets the more attention.
But it depends on your face and your body.
Potentially in real.
You have that big ass.
Some guys at this stage they don't even care. Like they're just trying to get something. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like I do get what you're saying. Like that.
It's a madness, but
in terms of that, like, do you feel like there's a what am I trying to say? There's the beauty standards. Do you feel like there's a standard now, or like they have to keep to?
To what? To get
like, you know, like with men's,
just like in general,
men's attraction, and then like in social media to keep growing.
Okay, obviously social media is a whole other story for me. Like there's a standard for sure. Like for me, like even like my hair, I was saying to my friend, she's like, oh, because I was like, oh yeah, I've just changed my hair, I'm changing it again. Like I literally planned my next 3 hairstyles for the next like 9 weeks.
Really?
And she was like, usually I'm a bit slow on it, but I'm like, I need to be on my game because the hair literally it attracts attention. You know what I mean? Helps my image and stuff like that. But she was like, you don't need to change your hair that much. And I was like, yeah, I do. I'm a content creator. But she's like, not all content creator does that. I was like, yeah, I know, but I want to as a content creator. Like that's how, like, I was like, the way I change my location is the way. Like, no, I'm going to change my hair, but that's just a part of me. Not every content creator switches up their location. Some people literally take all their photos in their bedroom. But I feel like as a content creator, there's other standards you have to upkeep. Like the way, like, you can't wear crease to Air Forces for your photo. People like,
of course not. Of course not.
No, but you can kind of get away with that if I was just going on the night out. You know what I mean? Like, if I was just going on a normal day and my Air Force were creased, people won't really like
don't really care.
But imagine I post a photo and my Air Force is looking some kind of way. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like as a woman, there are beauty standards, obviously. obviously, let's not lie to ourselves.
Yeah, of course.
But as a content creator, they're doubled. Like, you know what I mean? There's more of like, even like sometimes I feel like if I even go out on a motive, people will be like, oh, it's not that Instagram, my babe. Do you know what I mean? They'll be like, oh, you know, sometimes people love to chat shit in it. They want to say you're catfish. They want to say you're catfish, or oh, she's not as pretty in person, or oh, she's not as nice, or she's so stuck up or whatever. Yeah. So I guess with that being said, there is a kind of like, you know what I mean? You have to upkeep yourself. But as a woman, there is, but I don't think that necessarily defines you getting male attraction. Do you get me? I feel like everyone in today's day and age gets male attraction.
I don't think so. No,
I don't know about that one. I don't know about that. Are you sure?
I think like, I'm sorry, but I'm not being what's the word? Politically correct. I feel like fat girls is being fat is like being, what's the word?
Like what?
It's being glorified, like being fat, like being overweight. I feel
like there's someone for everyone, and everyone has their preferences as well. So like every one of my friends gets guys. Do you know what I mean? Like literally just as much as I would get guys. Obviously, I do get like, you know,
you get guys. You get guys.
Obviously.
Like, no. But I mean, like, no, I'm not like trying to be funny. I'm not trying to be funny. Obviously. But I mean, like, do you get like a lot of like guys after you a lot?
Yeah, what are they going to do?
Have you not seen who she is,
you know
bro?
What, right? The number I'm trying to get. No, the number I kind of reduced, you know, because now I feel like people kind of respect themselves. Because one of my friends was like, oh, I'd never DM you. Like, do you know what I mean? You're just like, I know that's a recipe for disaster. Like, yeah, he was just like someone with 20k followers. Like, what am I going to do? DMing you. Like, my messages get lost in the mail. And just he'll be like, I'll be competing against how many people DMing you. So I feel like because of the fact that I've grown more, I get less people who are somebody trying to come to me. It's always people that, why are you trying? Like, you know those ones like, you don't have any chance, like, no offense, but you don't. You know those ones, it's always the weirdest kind of people who have confidence, but people who kind of like, you know, because Ireland is small, and they know like, they're a bit more careful, do you know what I mean? They'll kind of wait for a face-to-face interaction first, and then try and move to the DM. But like I said, there's someone for everyone, so I feel like everyone gets guys now.
I don't know.
Do you know what I mean? Everyone, obviously, you might not get the guy you want.
The guy, you still get a guy though. You said like in the DMs, like you're actually, for someone with like a lot of followers, you were saying earlier on, you do actually reply to a lot of messages.
Yeah.
So what I'm actually surprised is like, so you said you actually I keep forgetting my words. You actually entertain the messages in your DMs.
Yeah, do you know what, right? Basically, you know, because the Forex traders, they'll be DMing everybody. And they all have different approaches, and more or less, you know. One of my friends was like to me, whenever they message her from the initial message, and you know when it shows on the message request, she just deletes. She just deletes. She just deletes. And I was like, really? I was like, I accept. And I'll be like, hey, thanks for messaging me. Unfortunately, I'm not interested. She's like, no, allow that.
She said, allow that. Big man thing, allow that to do.
I was like, really? But the thing is, the only ones that kind of would just delete from the batch now, because I can't come and die, is you know when the ones with like less than 100 followers and they're like, hey baby girl, or something.
Those uncles, man.
Oh my god, respect yourself. I've been deleting them, and I feel like now I'm gonna be like, I'm tired of these Forex traders. So, but for the most part, if you're a bit vague and I'm not 100% sure, I'll try and entertain you for like 2 seconds. But other than that, we have to keep it moving. Like,
but with the guys then, like, what kind of DMs would you get? Like,
that's the thing. I actually don't get a lot of guys.
Take you out? I get those sweet talk to you like, hey yo, babes, like manga little bit, but little bit stew. I feel
like you have to try to do the friendship approach first today. Like, oh, let's try to be friends, that kind of thing, and then obviously
that's how I moved up. That's how I moved.
I don't trust.
I think that's the only way to do it.
I don't trust this. He was
some
weird.
Guys come with big dick energy in it. They were like, yo, like, you know what I mean? That kind of thing.
Like the confidence.
Yeah, you need to put them back in your place, like. And then after that, they're like, yeah, okay, let's be friends.
Friends can do for now, like. Well, no, the friends approach is really good. Like,
I think it's a smart approach.
Exactly.
It's a smart approach because, for the most part as well, if you're coming like, oh, I want you, that kind of thing, I'm a bit reluctant in it. But with a friend, like, okay, let's be friends. You know what I mean? A little bit more open-minded.
But back on that, the topic of like body shaming and stuff, because obviously, like, you mentioned there what the being fat's kind of like
glorified,
but it's also not really, because it was like
they love to glorify certain things. Okay, so they'll glorify being slim, but it has to be slim thick.
Exactly.
They glorify being thick, but you can't have stomach and
nah. See what I'm saying?
Do you get me? They glorify certain things. They pick and choose. They want you to be BBL, but the BBL has to be with you have to get BBL.
A little bit of ranch sauce.
You have to like really like your waist has to be what waist. Do you know what I mean? So them glorifying, I guess you could say like thicker girls. Is the thicker girls have to look a particular kind of way, which is a bit shady. Like, you know what I mean? You don't want real people. You want like modified bodies.
Do you remember when I don't want to mention this low key, but when Adele she lost her weight and everyone was like, you know, like attacking her for whatever reason.
They were attacking her.
They were attacking her, bro.
They were like, were they not gassing her up?
No.
Really?
They were attacking her first. They're like, oh my god, you only lost weight so you can get more people. All that negative stuff.
She looks so different. Like so different.
Like she lost weight.
I heard she lost weight and then she was like, oh, I'm good now. So she dumped her husband or boyfriend or something. To move on. Like, cause like he only kind of got with her because she was like big.
Oh wow, really?
That was just what I heard. Like, you know, like that's just a tabloid as well.
So some guys like bigger girls as well.
Exactly, lose them.
But then still, does that mean if the same person that you really liked lost weight, you're not gonna like them anymore?
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's the whole thing. Like we all just spent too much time just focusing on the image instead of just like the actual
person.
You know what I mean? Yeah. We only read the cover, we don't read the book. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. You get what I'm saying? We only read the cover, we don't read the book. But
yeah, just moving on. So we like to play this game, right? It's called anyways, since Clem was doing his research, I was doing my research.
Yeah.
And this was tough to find. Tough.
Impossible.
So we play this game and it's called Explain That Photo.
Okay.
So these are photos from back in the days.
Okay.
Back before you were, you know, you know.
So I'll show you the first photo. Okay.
I have to say what I see. Oh my god. What the heck?
So explain what's going on.
You got that on Facebook. Definitely.
I was searching for time though.
That was Leaving Cert days. Leaving Cert. Oh my god.
We scrubbed your friends out.
Why am I wearing pink lipstick?
For the people at home, you'll have to watch the video if you want to see this part.
Oh my god. This is so embarrassing. Like my wig is like horrible. Basically it was my Leaving Cert the last day.
The last day.
The last day everyone
where
you're wearing the Leaving Cert hoodie and you're basically taking photos and I'm saying, oh my god, bye, I'm not gonna see you again. You still gonna see that. And you take photos with everyone. Oh my god, I'm so cringy. Even like I don't know.
Guys, second picture. 1 second.
That was like before.
Second picture is a long time ago.
Oh, this was Halloween.
Oh, that was Halloween. Yeah. I thought it was some. I thought it was some.
Dress up for Halloween.
Halloween for what year?
For school, like.
Leaving Cert year, I think, or no, it was 5th year, so maybe 2013 or 12, 2013 or 12. I don't know why I dressed up as though. That's the question.
I don't even know.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Willy Wonka. I don't know.
I was gonna say Willy Wonka.
Maybe whatever I had at home, that's basically what I dressed up as. And then at that time, there was bow ties and blazers. Oh,
sexy nerds. You remember those things? Just me.
Oh my god, I'm so embarrassed.
The final one.
Oh, Billy, explain that one, please.
Explain what's going on here.
What's going on here? Come on.
I've been cheesing too much. I've been getting too much. It's so funny because I hardly smile my photos now. Yeah. But this was I've been cheesing for real. Like.
You have a contagious smile though. Like it makes you like you want to like smile back.
People on pose on the camera. Like, it's so funny. I don't even know when this photo was taken. I think maybe I went to visit my sister when she went to uni in England. And then the whole family went to visit her and I just took a selfie. Oh God have mercy.
So how long ago did you start after?
Probably like 2 years ago after these photos.
After these photos, okay.
2 or 3 years ago.
Wow. Yeah, that's.
See, when you started your influencing journey, were you still in college? Yeah.
Yes. So I started when I was in Singapore. Yeah. I was in my second year of uni, and
because I think I saw you traveled to 4 countries.
Yeah.
4 countries.
Man's be doing his homework.
Every year, 4 countries. Yeah.
Yeah. No. Basically, overall, I did my first year in England, second year in Singapore, which is when I started content creating. And then third year was in Belgium and Spain. And then finally, I went back to England for my final year, fourth year. And then in total, it adds up to 4 years.
Yeah.
So you did all of it in Singapore? 2 years of it in Singapore?
1 year in Singapore. And then like half and half in Spain and Belgium.
What? So how did you manage that? Just
It was part of my degree. Yeah. So I did international business with Mandarin. And I was like, yeah, I know.
Don't worry. I was going to say point to my sauce, but it's okay.
I said to him yesterday, bro, do your research.
I was like, bro, I got this.
He wasn't the best on the podcast before this.
I wasn't on my game.
I'm just like, what? You must just...
I wasn't on my game.
How dare you say that?
Do you know who I am?
But this is the space of like 6 hours. And the amount of research he's done on you. Like,
that's crazy.
Fair play to you,
you went on my blog website, defo.
I did. I was going to ask you that question as well.
A lot more information.
I'm saying.
I actually went on the blog, but it was not like active.
Yeah, I haven't posted in 2
years.
Definitely. So I think basically that's probably why I didn't really grow on Instagram, because I wasn't really trying to grow on Instagram.
Yeah.
My energy was towards my blog for like the first 2.5 years. And then I think, was it during, when I finished uni, so like my last post was for, like Fashion Week in 2018. When I finished uni, I kind of was like just kind of stopped posting on my blog as much. I would kind of do half and half. Like let's just say, for example, if I'm posting just on Instagram, I literally only need 1 photo, just the power photo. If I have 2 or 3, that's nice, innit? But for a blog website, I need like 5 to 6 photos. I need different angles, close up, further. And on top of that, when I go home, I need to edit shit a certain kind of way.
Type it up and
I need to basically write up something. I need to give them outfit details. I need to get links. It's so long and tedious. And then basically what even happened was I found out when I started working with brands, they didn't care about my blog. They didn't even ask.
What were you thinking? Blog was dead at that stage.
Literally, it was dying at that stage. And then the thing is as well, Instagram is such an instant place. Everything is there. Like no one wants to from Instagram. Imagine you're scrolling your feed in the middle of your feed. Someone tells you to go somewhere else. Why? I'm not going anywhere else. I'm staying right here. I'm gonna continue scrolling.
The key for social media is the convenience of there.
That's it basically. So that's basically what happened. And it was just like, so first of all, it's more time consuming and more effort and energy. B, the brands that I'm working with don't care about it. The audience that I'm creating content for don't really care to go to it. You know what I mean? It just kind of slowly died. That's basically what happened.
You're like a big person, right? Yeah. Obviously, right? Have you ever considered hopping on TikTok and, just on that TikTok wave?
The thing is, funny enough, when I took my break and I was like, I'm coming back. I was like, I'm back on TikTok. I'm coming back on Instagram. I'm going to be so consistent. I had intentions of like creating content on TikTok because one of my really good friends, she works for TikTok in the legal department and stuff. And she was like, Billykiss is such a great app, great content. And because of the way there's no like specific algorithm, they're basically...
It's like Instagram when it first started.
You have the potential to basically just go viral. So, but the thing is as well, Instagram is a lot of work. I rather kind of, even though it's kind of a bit like put all your eggs in one basket, because I've invested so much in Instagram already. If I was to basically create content for 2 platforms, my energy would be divided, and then basically the content that's not even that consistent already will be
feel
less.
Like it won't be the same.
Yeah, and do you ever notice as well on TikTok? I've kind of noticed for the most part, the people that go viral, if I check their TikTok account, loads of posts, whatever, and then I check the Instagram account is not active. Like they're not active Instagram posters. So it's kind of like, it's hard to be consistent on 2 platforms. For me, I work full time as well. So imagine, imagine me like right now trying to create like 3 posts a week, and then create like on TikTok. You can't just do 1 post a week. You need to kind of do that same 3 times, 3 posts on TikTok. I can't give that energy to TikTok right now.
I see a lot of them doing what they have been doing. Is they just what you said. They don't pay any attention to Instagram, but from their TikTok, they're bringing those people to their Instagram. Which is working, but like then you'd have to spend so much more time.
Then they have to start building their Instagram
you've already started on Instagram, so you couldn't be asked going the other way. But in terms of that, let's talk about the hot topic.
That's what I was going to. That's what I was going to. You
let's talk about let's talk about the hot topic of. Have you heard about the TikTok house in Ireland, the Go House?
No, I've never heard.
No, so there's first creator house.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know the way like in. Have you heard of the Hype House? No. You haven't heard of that. You're not a TikTok person at all.
Oh.
So you know like Team 10 and like
what's her name?
What do you like girl YouTube houses and stuff like that? They all go into one house and they live there together. And create content. You've never heard of that?
Chunks and his mates from England.
Who?
Chunks.
Chunks.
No, she's not a YouTuber. Okay, so basically what these people do is let's say me, you, a few other Irish creators all go and stay in this house. And live together, and we all create content together.
For how long?
For as long as
you guys are still doing your thing.
Yeah. But you can leave whenever you want to the house.
They're physically living, waking up and eating and sleeping.
Yeah, you're all sleeping. It's like, but they rent out a big like €2 million house. And brands are covering it. But what we're doing is we're providing so much content for our page for the other brands and for ourselves.
Oh wow!
And you're way more motivated to do stuff.
Because you're surrounded
with
that energy.
And what you do for me is like, oh, Kenny, let's go take pictures today.
And then everyone's on the same wave.
Exactly. Yeah. So I'm giving you photos for your page every single day. Yeah. You're giving me.
Oh, that's interesting.
So that's what. Yeah, there's an Irish one now, the very first one.
Okay.
It was called the Goat House, but now it's called the Go House.
Where is this?
It's literally in Dublin City somewhere.
Okay, is it a nice place? Like, is it really nice?
Oh goodness, it's such a nice house. Like, I'll show you after.
Kenny was in there already.
Oh, really?
You know how Kenny. You know how Kenny.
Don't worry, I will. There's something in the works, and you'll actually laugh. You'll actually laugh, but yeah,
this
don't worry.
This is so interesting. Anyway, is there one for Instagrammers?
But yeah, there's Instagrams. They're not all TikTokers. Like, so there's YouTubers in there. There's TikTokers.
Oh, so creatives.
Yeah. Okay. Just exactly. Creatives like photographers all in there.
I've never heard of this.
Yeah, no, it's such a big thing. If you look up like creator houses on Google,
on Google,
loads will come up like Team 10, Alpha House, Beta House,
and then they all do full time. Then
they all do, but they've been doing their stuff for ages. So let's say you meet up with what's her name, Karen. You and Karen, and then let me see myself.
Yeah.
Us three in a house.
Yeah.
That's our career house. We call it some name like Black Power or something. just something like just something like that. You get me? But the issue with that house is there's no black people at all. Like.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I've never heard. Like, I was gonna ask that question, but I felt like it was self-explanatory. There's no black person.
There's no black.
No.
Yeah, so I've had conversations with people about black content creators in Ireland, black creatives in Ireland, and why they feel like black creatives aren't growing as much as like the ones in England and stuff like that. It's so funny.
But we don't support each other though.
No. Do you know what? Right. Funny enough, I think it was around March. One of my guy friends, he literally came up to me and he was like, "Oh, he's trying to do something like help put Ireland like creatives more out there." But he was like, how come like we're all not really growing? he basically he said, okay, as a content creator, this was before quarantine and you can only name like 2 or 3, and he was like, you guys are like literally, he was like, first of all, you're like on 13k, the other person's like less than 10k, and then he was like, and he's trying to connect with me with likes of people like 600k in the UK, like black ones, 255, like the equation doesn't add up. You get me? And stuff like that. And he was just like, but like you guys have been doing it for a minute now, you've been going hard, why are you not growing? And even I was like, even like goes as far as like even the makeup artists and the hairstylists, like even on our hairstylists, like let's say the average of them has like 1k to like 3k. In the UK, theirs could have like 30k, like 60k. Hairstylists, photographers, makeup artists. Like it's not just the fashion content creators.
No, they do blow.
The whole global creatives in Ireland work way lower than the UK. But then obviously, like, you know, when you have that conversation, like, why are we really not growing? But then I'm not gonna lie, it all goes down to like there's different things. For me, I'll say obviously the UK is bigger. So you know, like initially when you start something, right, and your home market is bigger, that is itself boosts your growth.
Yeah, of course.
You know, like sometimes people who are naturally like the famous or they're like they have clout on Instagram. Imagine you're starting Instagram, you already have 5k followers. You're gonna grow fast. And Instagram is a psychological effect. So now that I have 20k, imagine you see 2 babes equally banging post photos, whatever. One has 2k, one has 20k. Who are you gonna follow? 20k, psychological effect. If you follow that 2k babe, she better follow you back. If she doesn't follow you back, you're unfollowing her.
That's true. That's very, very true.
Do you know what I mean?
There's a back and forth for ages.
Literally, even with the 20k to 200k, like this is a psychological effect. You're gonna be like, oh, you don't even know why, but you're just basically gonna follow the one with 20k. You look at it, you even like her photo, and you leave her there. But then the 200k, you naturally just gravitate to following them because you're just like, everyone is following her for a reason, so you just follow them, that kind of thing. So it's a psychological effect. So I feel like that itself hinders Irish people from the jump and gives the UK, I guess, a greater advantage. That's why even the US are bigger than the UK from a global perspective. Because I was having conversations with a UK content creator, and they're like, you think, you know, us in Ireland, we're just grateful for what we have. They're complaining, like, oh, in the US, they've been, you know what I mean, making so much money, because apparently in the US, the influencer industry is like basically on the same level as celebrities. Like
basically,
the influencers are celebrities in America. They're idolized. They're idolized as celebrities.
Like all the Geordies and stuff.
And even with money, like when it comes to getting paid for content, the budget they put in America is so much more than the UK. So let's just say a UK influencer could be paid like for the same content 10k for like a particular number of, like, let's just say like a 3 months partnership or whatever. The US could be paid like 30k for the exact same thing, just because their market is bigger, and everything, like, you know what I mean, which is crazy. So obviously they're more likely to grow and make more money. And then obviously I think the American culture as well, they're more like they're like fans in their influencers. In Ireland those as guys, well, I think, like you said, like, you know, not like people don't like to support. it takes a certain level. Like I think from initially people are like, well, who's this person?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And then maybe when you start popping off, they will follow in a way. But I feel like at the same time, I don't know anybody in my life who's done anything really great in Ireland that people don't support. I've never, no, that's just personal, my preference, okay? I'm just thinking. I've never seen anyone do something like amazing, like really good, and people will be like, that's her own, just whatever. You know what I mean? I don't like her.
Yeah. But I feel like they'd only do that once
you do something really good. Then you have to prove yourself. Period. Like, don't be making excuses. I feel like in this whole content creator, people like to make excuses. Oh, the algorithm changed. That's why I'm not growing. You're not growing because your content is kind of shit, sis. Do you know what I mean?
Oh my goodness.
No, it's true. It's true. So even like we used in Irish people don't support. They're not supporting you. Give them stuff to support.
Yeah.
Like when you do stuff that's next level, I'm sorry, people are really supportive. Like if you give them mediocre stuff, they'll just like and keep it moving or just ignore you because they don't owe you anything.
Then what's your opinion on this one here? What is it, Victoria, right?
Yeah.
Who's Victoria?
She's basically a TikToker.
She's actually
in Ireland.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she's black.
Yeah.
And she has. What is it?
She has
8.7 million.
8.7
at the time.
How old
At
is
the
she?
time,
she's 17.
Yeah, I knew she'd be young.
17,
TikTok is more of a like Generation Z.
17, 18. She's got 8.7 million.
Oh, wow.
Going back to TikTok house.
Yeah.
I don't know how they go about the
And did they not invite her in? Or?
No, but that's why we don't know. Like, so we can't speculate, and that's not fair on them. So we don't know how they go about picking people. And a lot of them I saw were already friends before. You get me? So
just like
so a lot of them, exactly, they were already friends, and then a few I knew just came in that they asked. But I feel like if they even asked her, she wouldn't join.
I want to even check this babe out. I've never heard of her.
Check her.
Let me check her out.
Her name is Victoria.
Okay.
Probably at the time when I saw her, she had 8.1 million.
That's insane.
Followers on, and she's converted that to Instagram now. I think she has 200k Instagram followers.
Oh wow, is this her?
Yeah, that's her. Yeah.
That's mad because I've never heard of her once.
Her stuff is funny. It's like what like African parents do and stuff like that.
Around your eyebrows like this. Just take your time and you'll surely get it.
Let me see. 9.5 million.
It grew again.
Yeah, it grew
That
there
is
you go.
insane.
And people were saying they're bot followers, but I'm like, no, she's just doing her. If you look at her videos, you can see consistency.
Wow, she's getting fair views. And you know the worst thing, she's probably not monetizing this.
Yeah,
like
I don't even know.
Like she's probably not monetizing.
No.
Like the best advice I'd actually give her is to get management ASAP.
If you click on her Instagram,
like get management ASAP because you're not gonna know what to do.
No.
And then like even me this morning, I was having a conversation with this lady. Oh shit! And then she was like, even like she was like, Billykiss. Like I upset her so much. She's like, Billykiss, do you know your potential? Do you know how much you can be making? And I'm like, shit, you did this for free? She's like, okay. You're gonna charge this amount? Okay. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's mad. Like she only even has 4 posts, and she has 231k.
crazy. All them from TikTok.
That was definitely real.
Yeah.
But then she needs to start maximizing everything. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She needs to start maximizing.
And the thing is, her brother. You know, maybe you don't even know. I don't listen to drill that much, but you know her brother, Officer.
No.
He's big on the drill scene in Ireland. Probably the biggest.
The biggest drill. Yeah.
And he is like 20 or 40k followers.
Okay.
On Instagram. Fine, no, leave it. I don't want to see the end anyway. He's got like 40k followers on Instagram, but no one knows their related. Yeah, so they never like got clout off each other.
Okay.
Yeah,
it was all done, which is so cool. Like, but I think what they're missing out on is to work together now.
Yeah, that
do you know what they're missing out on? Management. Period.
That's
you need someone to help you in your
true,
direction. She doesn't know what she's doing right now. Like, first of all, she's probably not monetizing on TikTok.
No.
And she could be making like literally 6 figures.
Absolute bank.
She could be making 6 figures on TikTok right now. And even the fact that she's not even utilizing her Instagram, big mistake. Because I don't know. I don't think anything bad's gonna happen to Instagram. But the fact that or TikTok,
you never know though.
But that's why I said for me, like me putting all my eggs in one basket is not a smart move. Ideally, because look at Facebook. There's no Facebook. You know what I mean? Like you need to sometimes like the smartest kind of content creator would have like maybe more than one platform, just in case anything happens.
To
you know what I mean? And then, like God forbid someone even hacks you or something or whatever. But she needs management, like, and not even an agency, like a manager. Do you know what I mean? Because I feel like even like in sense of like people like that go to Love Island and the people that actually make something out of it, it's not them, it's their management that's helping them.
Yeah, and the outside,
yeah. Because in the end of the day, like, you only know so much and we're constantly learning, but your management has experience. Like, the lady I was talking to, she was literally just telling me, oh, you could do this, you could do that. And I was like, huh? You don't know this here. What? Really? And even because for me, I've never in my life contacted a brand for collaboration. They've always come to me.
I heard you talk about that. I don't know where I heard it.
And she was like, 90% of influencers contact brands for collaboration. And then I was like, oh, because I wanted to like try it out just for the crack because I'm testing out something. And then she was like, yeah, and then you send them your rates. I was like, oh, so I sent them my rates as well. I was like, I thought I was doing too much. First I'm asking them to work with me, and then I'm asking them for money as well. She's like, no sis, what do you think? She was like, because I was thinking if they're coming to me, okay, obviously I'll send them my rates, but if I'm going to them, I need to, like, you know, maybe first work on the gifting. But she was like, no.
How's the yoke going, you know, with in terms of, because obviously Corona and stuff, are brands still kind of coming to you, or like is that decreased?
And the thing is, the beginning of quarantine was very confusing, so I feel like brands didn't know what to do, and all their budgets got cut. You know what I mean? So like even like I remember this influencer was like, during quarantine for 2 months she didn't make any money, and she has like 255k off. Okay, she didn't make any money from sponsorships. Okay, let me not cap, but she made money through affiliation marketing. You know what that is. So that's the thing as well.
Move on, bro. We're short on time.
So basically, but then I feel like after that, people started spending so much more money. So the brands started kind of punching in money back into like sponsorships and stuff like that. But even now, like some of their budget might be cut, but they still have money. Period. Like they still need to promote their stuff somehow. They need to get rid of their stock.
Just on the top of a rise of like Instagram followers, the big thing as well that I feel has been pushed, OnlyFans. The followers and the money that you get on that. I just want to ask a question: would you consider it? Never.
What am I going to do with OnlyFans?
You can sell toes, sis.
No, but then like I'm sorry, I feel like as myself as a brand, just the idea of me being on OnlyFans, I've changed my brand completely. Do you know what I mean? Like, it depends. Like I have this babe I follow on Instagram. She's a model. She's always half naked anyways. She has OnlyFans. She's maximizing. That's her brand. Yeah. But my brand has never been like that. You said like from the jump, like I don't dress like you know what I mean. Like you can't really see like cleavage or whatever. So that itself is changing my brand and. Imagine my audience already know who I am. That's all the audience are gonna kind of turn like that's not what I introduced to them. They're like, okay, I'll get a new audience, but not the audience that I started with. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes people are so focused on getting clout that they clout, money, all that jazz, and they forget that there's some people right here that are diehard fans for you right now. Do you know what I mean? Even if it's only 200, there's 200 people that 200
people.
They really fuck with you. Like, don't take that for granted.
But that's true. There's a lot of money in it though.
Yeah, I mean, there's money everywhere.
Yeah, I know. Of course, there's a lot of money, but just I don't know.
That money's rising.
Like it's crazy. Like it's kind of crazy now. Like you can kind of make money from the weirdest and unexpected things. They're making more than us 9 to 5. Like
it's kind of scary.
Honestly,
they're making more.
Look, we're running over time here. Oscar, I just want to say one thing real quick. No, actually, don't we have time?
No, we don't have time.
Before
we leave, Billykiss.
Yeah.
Billykiss. Fuck, sorry. I keep on saying Billykiss. I don't know why. I'm so sorry.
It's Billykiss, just Billykiss.
Yeah, Billykiss.
He says Billykiss.
Anyways, you gotta like plug into the thing before you dip.
Like what you
just
mean?
plug yourself before you
guys,
plug yourself.
follow me on Instagram, Billykiss.
You already know it anyways, but whatever. And TikTok as well.
She has a TikTok. I have never posted.
Search for it.
I even made a video, because I was like, okay, if I make Instagram, I'll just put it on TikTok. Put it on TikTok, I forgot. But I think because of the reel, now I'm just gonna fuck with reel. Reel is my TikTok.
But if you're making reels, you could just put them Insta,
on TikTok. You know what?
Okay, there you
I'm gonna do that, guys.
I'll work together.
I have a video good up tonight. I'll put it on TikTok too and see what happens. That's a good idea.
Anyway.
And then what about for yourself? Do you have anything that's going on?
I was gonna mention it, but then I was like, nah, I want to save it.
You want to save it?
Yeah, I want to save it. I don't want to say it. But anyway, the vlogs are coming back. The daily vlogs are coming back.
Oh, come on. Go.
The enthusiasm.
I love it.
Let's go.
Clemens is gonna be back in the vlogs.
I know you guys miss me.
Also, I'm looking to do something. Actually, I don't want to say it, but you know the Go House thing I was talking about. Anyway, that's pretty much the Peace Cake podcast. I'm your host, KennyKEN.
And it's been your boy, Young Coast. Now how we do.
And we have the beautiful Billykiss. Actually, do you mind if we say your last name?
Yeah.
Is it Aziz?
Aziz, yeah. Billykiss Aziz.
Is that that's not Yoruba, is it?
Yeah, I'm Yoruba. Yeah, I'm Muslim, so.
Okay.
Go on, sis.
Yeah. And shout out to my Nigerians out there, African Independent. Independent Day.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's been the podcast. Everything will be linked down below, and thanks for listening. See you in the next one.
Bada bing, bada boom. Hashtag I aim for the moon. Flashback, assume that it's zoom and you're blocking the view. Can't see the elevation, can't see no innovation.